Good afternoon. Police officers in Dorset are to be issued with longer truncheons in the new year to stem the growing number of assaults on bobbies on the beat. The force will be the first in the country to use the new 20-inch plastic batons following 6-month operational trials in Weymouth. The longer batons will replace the current 14-inch wooden truncheons. A 78-year-old widow has been brutally attacked in her own bed as she lay sleeping in her home in Portsmouth. 3 youths broke into the home of Amelia Brown and beat her black and blue. They escaped with just her handbag. Police say it was an horrific attack on a defenceless old woman. Mrs. Brown managed to alert neighbours and was taken to the Queen Alexandra Hospital at Cosham. A thief has made a return visit to a Hampshire village store he raided just over a fortnight ago. The man, aged about 20 and carrying a package which he said contained a gun, burst into the Branbridge stores in Church Lane, Colden Common last night and threatened staff. He escaped with a small amount of cash. Now, have you made your New Year's resolutions yet? Lots of people will be hoping to finally kick the dreaded weed and give up smoking. But we all know how difficult it can be. So what about laser therapy? Apparently, using a laser on special parts of the body can help you kick the nicotine habit. Malcolm Shaw has been finding out more.
Using light, it seems, can stop you wanting to light up. This painless laser beam is the latest weapon against smoking. Applied to acupuncture points like the wrists, it's claimed it can cure the craving for tobacco. The laser pulses stimulate the body to produce natural chemicals called endorphins, which give you the equivalent of the nicotine buzz.
Nicotine raises the endorphins briefly in the body, and that's responsible for the high that a smoker gets. Unfortunately, the other things in the cigarette smoke destroy the endorphins. So you're on a cycle situation when you smoke, with a lift of the endorphin, then a drop in the destruction, and you need another cigarette to get you the lift again.
Sonia Sparrow is one of the clinic's first successes. She's tried and failed to give up smoking for the last 20 years, but she's convinced that laser therapy has worked for her.
I look at other people and feel sometimes I think, well, shall I or shan't I? And then there's something in the back of my mind that says, you know, what's the point? I've gone this far. The first week was the worst week ever for me to try and give up smoking, you know, on previous occasions. And having gone past the first week with no craving, no irritability.
Treatment consists of 3 half-hour sessions costing over £100. Not cheap, but for Sonia at least, a small price to pay for a smoke-free new year. Malcolm Shaw, TVS News, Bournemouth.
The daughter of a Sussex woman has been discovered alive, having been feared killed in the DC-10 air crash in Portugal earlier this month, which left 54 people dead. Nicola Gunner, who's 32, is in hospital in Rotterdam in Holland, unconscious and suffering from 60% burns. Her mother Barbara from Seaford and sister Sarah were both killed in the crash at Faro Airport on December the 21st. A couple have lost their legal fight after their cat Thomas vanished while they were on holiday. Paul Snellgrove and his wife sued the Spire Ridge cattery at Midgham near Newbury for negligence. They claimed a hole in the roof had allowed Thomas to escape. The cattery denied there was a hole and said Thomas must have forced his way through. Now a deputy district judge has dismissed the couple's claim for compensation. The New Year's honours have brought recognition for service to hundreds of people across the south. Hampshire's Chief Fire Officer John Pearson gets a CBE, as does the County Treasurer John Scotford. The former Portsmouth swimmer Sharon Davies gets an MBE for services to her sport. Olympic gold medalist Sally Gunnell from Brighton gets an MBE. And a British Empire medal goes to Ronald Passion, a former street warden with Purbeck District Council in Dorset, for services to the community. Well, as you've probably already realised, this is the very last lunchtime news on the final day of TVS. From tomorrow, a new company, Meridian, will be broadcasting to the south and southeast, and its first news magazine programme, called Meridian Tonight, will be broadcast on Monday. It's the end of 11 years of achievement for TVS and the Coast to Coast news team. So what can the viewers look forward to? Shelley Hunt reports.
Today's newspaper headlines suggested that the New Year's sales could be the springboard for an upturn in the economy.
This is what you can expect when you turn on your television for the local news on Monday evening. Gone are the greys and blues of Coast to Coast, to be replaced by the reds and oranges of the new Meridian Tonight. It looks very different, but Meridian says it's taken care not to make too many changes.
Our approach to news gathering will remain the same, simple and straightforward. and to cover stories and issues that we feel are relevant to the region. We've also kept some of the most popular presenters, the weather forecasters, because viewers don't like change. This change has been forced upon them, and we recognise that, and we will try to provide a certain amount of continuity.
The main changes will be for viewers in the Thames Valley. Currently, they're served by Coast to Coast in the south. Under Meridian, there'll be 3 regions, and they'll have their own programme from new multi-million-pound studios in Newbury. But are the viewers prepared for their new look news?
It's not going to make any difference as far as I can make out. I think it'll be just as satisfactory as it was before. I've always enjoyed Southern television anyway.
Are you looking forward to the changeover?
I don't watch ITV.
I should be sorry to see TVS go. I enjoy TVS's programmes, and we'll have to wait and see what's in store.
We're quite happy with most of TVS programmes, my wife and I both. We watch TVS a lot, more so than the other 3 channels put together, I would think, at the moment. So Meridian will have to live up to its promises, won't it?
And the viewers will make up their own minds when the Meridian sun rises over the south tomorrow. Shelley Hunt, TVS News.
And finally, a peer has joined protests about a New Year's rave for 15,000 people, which is planned to take place at multi-millionaire Peter de Savary's Littlecote Manor near Hungerford in Berkshire. Lord Chetwood, a neighbour of Mr de Savary's, is hosting a pheasant shoot for friends. He complains that sport will be non-existent because all the birds will have fled in fright. And that's all the TVS news from the south. There'll be more from us just after 3 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Good afternoon. Well, it's rather dull and cloudy right the way across the region at the moment. There's even been the odd spot of light rain, but that cloud helped last night. The lowest temperature we saw was -1, that's 30 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's 5 or 6 degrees warmer than the 2 previous nights. Let's start with our satellite picture, and as you can see, we've got a band of cloud right the way across our region, but to the east and to the west, the sun is shining, and that cloud band moving very, very slowly eastwards. So with luck, I think the west of our region may just see a glimpse of the sun to finish the day. For the rest of the afternoon, we're starting out with a rather dull picture right the way through. Now, there is the odd spot of light rain and drizzle, and that's mainly East Hampshire eastwards, and that gradually dying out in the next couple of hours. In the west, slowly brightening up, and we may just see a little bit of that sun just to finish the day for Wiltshire and Dorset. Now, temperatures inland about 4, that's 39 degrees Fahrenheit, but with the breeze coming off the sea, coastal temperatures a couple of degrees warmer than that. Tonight, a bit of a problem, I think, overnight tonight. Now, if we keep the cloud right the way through the area, it'll just get misty and murky with temperatures round about the freezing mark. But in the west there is a possibility we're going to see some breaks in that cloud. And when it does occur, temperatures dropping a little bit lower, -2, that's 28 degrees Fahrenheit. So look out for a local frost. And I think virtually any time, watch out for patchy fog, mainly in the west there and up over the higher ground. Tomorrow morning, another dull, miserable start to the day. Generally dry, but rather cloudy. Some of that mist and fog hanging around as we go into the morning, but it will slowly brighten up as the morning goes on. The winds, if anything, just a very light southerly drift. For the afternoon, I think with luck, brightening up a little bit more than we're expecting this afternoon, but still the thickest of the cloud will be over Sussex and Surrey, whereas East Hampshire westwards may just see a little bit of sunshine, though the cloud hanging around on the coast. Your best temperatures tomorrow, very similar to today, around the 4 or 5 mark. Looking into Saturday, some patchy fog to start the morning, a little bit of sunshine for the afternoon. Not much change in the temperatures, round 4, that's 39. That's all from me now. Take care.
Next today on TVS, we head towards the sunshine of Summer Bay for Home and Away.